Daily stock market update, part 2. Nvidia was in part 1. I've done that separately. Let's talk about everything other than Nvidia. Okay, so global equities, they're all waiting for the Nvidia earnings. And therefore, you're not going to get much excitement before that happens. I was speaking to a colleague of mine, Paresh, and when he set up his hedge fund, he was saying one of the strategies they had is they would be long in the 6 weeks up to earnings, but on the day before earnings, they'd be looking to sell out because they don't even want to gamble on what's going to come out of earnings. And unless you've got inside information, you do not gamble around earnings. Bitcoin and crypto are falling. They're not falling enough for me yet, for me to get interested. So I'll keep that to one side. Oil, still holding steady, if anything, some downward pressure. So again, good for the stock market as well. UK consumer price index inflation slowed to 3.6% year on year, which increases the likelihood of interest rate cuts. And depending on what happens on the budget on the 26th of November in the UK, it's pretty much priced in now. We're going to get a 0.25% cut in the UK on interest rates, which is good for the broader economy as well and dampen some of the worries we have about the budget. US equities fell yesterday. So what are we expecting to happen today? There is just absolutely no clue which way these earnings are going to go and which way things are going to change. Trump has again criticized the US central bank's chairman, Powell, and he thinks that, obviously, as we know, interest rates in the US should drop even more. It's as if Trump really wants to fuel not just the stock market rises, but generally heat into the overall economy in the US, which is no bad thing for us as investors. If we get asset price inflation because there's lower interest rates in the US, and so prices go up, just price inflation, lots of money chasing assets, then in nominal terms, our stock prices go up as well. So that's good. In nominal terms, you might say, well, actually, in real terms, after inflation, you might not make as much, but I'll take the nominal return first before I worry about the post-inflation return. So, yeah, I'm glad that he's trying to pressure the Fed chairman. It's not necessarily good for democracy. It's not good for an independent central bank. It's not good longer term to have such political interference in monetary policy. So that's a different issue, though. I'm very much focused on the stocks and the impact on the stock market alone. That's our focus. Okay, as I said, with the UK, food prices, upward pressure, housing has eased off a little bit. Energy prices have eased off in the UK as well. That's why price inflation has not been too strong, and it's why the Bank of England might be able to reduce interest rates. And so that's good news. In terms of foreign exchange, pound dollar still holding fairly steady. I think that £1.31 pound to dollar, the price of cable is baking in that 0.25% drop in UK prices. UK interest rates. Gold, $4,000, still holding. No new news there. Soybeans, 17-month high. If you're into trading soybean futures, the Chinese are buying. Not a trade I'm looking at, so it doesn't really matter. As I said with Bitcoin, 91,000. I need it to drop a bit more before I'd start getting interested in that. Nvidia, just a reminder, after market close, will announce its results. As I've mentioned in part 1 of this, they are the analysts are expecting a 50% year-on-year growth. Let's see. What's interesting, over the last 12 months, my Nvidia stock has risen less than my Goldman Sachs and my JP Morgan, which you wouldn't have expected. I was speaking to a friend of mine, Nish Kotecha, and I said to him, and he used to be at JP Morgan, I said, would you have believed that? He said, if I hadn't seen the data, no. And so it could be argued that Nvidia trading at just 28 times forward earnings, you're paying $28 for every future projected dollar of profit in Nvidia, is cheap. And given that it's risen less than Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, it's cheap. There are many ways of looking at it, but cheapness is, and given its growth projections and growth of AI, it's cheap. But we're not going to jump in on that. I hold some. If it drops deeply, I'll buy some more. I should probably set some buy limit orders that just in case it spikes lower and I miss getting in. And I may well do that if I'm busy. You know, I don't want to be sort of, if it spikes and drops 15% and then spikes straight up, I don't want to miss that. I want those orders executed. So I could put some of those in. Now, those I'll have to be careful how they're triggered, because what I don't want to happen is they're triggered when it drops 20% in a spike, but I'm filled at market, which was on the rebound. So I'll set a buy limit order. It drops, but there's a limit, the price I'm willing to pay for it. Okay. I hope those insights are useful. As I've said before, you've got to comment. If you don't comment, I'll assume it's an empty room. I want you to save this. I want you to share it. I want you to repost it. The more people who view it, the more I am incentivized, motivated to do these every day. And don't forget, we've got a whole bunch of tools for you to look at on campaignforamillion.com/tools. Free tools, free investment course, also at alpeshpatel.com/links. And if you want a free pension review, completely free educational pension review, same link, alpeshpatel.com/links as well. And you can download a free copy of one of my books, one of my 18 odd books. This one, which has had wonderful reviews from the Financial Times and from Bloomberg TV as well. So you can download that again from alpeshpatel.com/links. Let me know what you think. Any comments you've got at all, even if your comment is just a thumbs up, it boosts the algorithm. Therefore, we're more likely to continue doing these for you. I'm going to have in-person events in London as well, and I'll be doing my weekly webinar, stock market update in far more depth. That's going to be coming up this week. So keep an eye out on alpeshpatel.com/links for the links to all of those things. Thank you very much.